last session, we escorted the pony unicorns to our treant friend Javier, and then he very out of the kindness of his heart, he teleported us back to where we originally met the unicorns. We decided to cook a nice dinner for ourselves and spend some leisure time in my rope trick, upon which of coming out, we are being warned by Elzar's Sword of Warning. And that's where we left off. Right, did I miss anything? I don't think I did. We weren't very productive.
Ileana had a vision. Let's see here. What else?
Right.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm,
Did we lose someone?
We lost Steven. He was frozen. Yeah.
I just told him to let it go.
Hefe. All right. Well, while we're waiting for him to come back. So yes, you guys were coming down because it had been an hour. So you're coming out of the rope trick, getting ready to play. What was it?
Truth or...
What did you name it, Dan?
Not lies or
not lies or dare.
Or something like that.
As if it's trademarked or something. Yep. So you guys were doing that, and on your way down, you all heard the horrendous goat screech of the Sword of Warning in your minds. And as you come down into the evening, because the sun has now set at this point, you see two figures in the grass. They're sort of dark shadows because you all have dark vision. And you hear one of them say, "Nice and easy. Put your hands up when you get down."
Pepino's gonna get down on his knees and lock it like he's been through this before. He's just gonna.
Let's see. I'm leaping down naked, I think.
Yeah.
Did I notice? I'm sorry. I was doing the tweet thing and my multitask failed. How many folks there are? Anything like that?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, no, that's not a D20, man. No, it's a natural one.
Okay, yeah. No, you guys saw the two figures that are relatively close.
Mm-hmm.
Not so close that they couldn't shoot their crossbow bolts at you, but
okay.
Those are the two, and they seem to be flanking you. Nice and easy. Is anyone gonna not follow their instructions?
Elzaris has her hand on her dagger and one arm up.
Okay. Both hands up. Miss.
I'll have both my hands up.
Who are you?
Both hands up.
Okay.
Right.
You're up.
And you hear a quick whistle. And I'd say all of you have high enough passive perceptions to notice that all around you, there are somewhere between 12 to 16 figures that pop up out of the grass.
And they're not cats.
They are not cats.
Just to clarify, okay.
They are not cats. And the one that seems to have been speaking to you starts to step forward, and you see a familiar stone mask over their face. Took you long enough. And he kind of half lowers the crossbow. All right. Where were you?
I'm a little confused.
Where were we?
Yeah. We've been tracking you for ages, and then you just disappeared.
Oh, we teleported. Wait, hold on. First off, how are you?
Tired. It's been a long trip.
Oh. Are you hungry? We have extra food if you want.
Can I put my hands down now?
Pepino is saying that while he's on laying face down on the ground with his hands behind his back. Just laying down.
They look at Lennox. You can put your hands down. They look at Elzaris. You can put your weapons to the ground first. Actually, same for the rest of you.
I mean, I can't if I can't even lower my arms first. So first, you lower your arms, and then I can lower my weapons. Like, do you not see how that like connects?
They cock.
Okay. No smart ass.
That's
mouth from me. Okay.
That's not a weapon. Sorry.
Didn't we? And Ileana will look over to
Is that registered,
Lennox
Lennox?
to ask him a question and notice that he's naked. Ugh.
Lennox, you have to register that with the assembly, son.
Right here.
You can't just...
Didn't we talk to your leader?
You did.
Didn't
Ileana?
Aren't we helping you? What? I'm not really sure I quite understand why we're being held up in the middle of nowhere.
We're just taking a precaution. You see, we were in Harasa, checking in with our contacts. Heard you didn't check in with ours before you left. So we're not sure what side you're on.
Didn't know that we were supposed to check in with someone. Must have not been made too clear.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you, Ileana, are you trying to purposely lie about that? Or is
Now Ileana
Steph
doesn't
forgetting?
remember.
She doesn't remember the letter that she was handed with the sending stone?
I would say at this point in the journey, no.
Totally forgotten. Okay. All right. Make a persuasion check for me.
That is an 18 total.
Okay, yeah. You can just hear a sigh from behind the mask. Yeah. That was the point of the sending stone and the letter of introduction. But here we are. And he kind of rests the crossbow bolt. You can see that he's got it like on like a chain on his waist, so he can drop it, but it's right there. Well, luckily you still have the sending stone on you, which is how we found you.
You can track sending stones?
You can track anything. I mean, we could have tracked any of the items we gave you. We knew what they were.
Right. But we'll make sure we get that in our next trip. Sorry about that.
Right. Well, we were sent specifically because your first favor is being called on, and it's too big to ask over the sending stone.
Pepino,
Yes.
Are you standing now?
No, I'm still just
You can stand, friend.
You can get off the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
They're not.
Yeah.
I don't want to make any sudden movements. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable.
We all have our
I'll
hands
turn
down,
and walk over to
Pepino. You're
Pepino.
fine.
Speaking of making
Oh
people...
God.
You hear
Pepino, please, I'll reach out my arm.
All right, I'll help myself up.
All right. No one even think about it as I'm helping you up, just to make sure no one's going to fire anything at you.
No. You hear him whistle a second time, and you hear the other crossbow go down, and everyone's still standing out in the tall grass. Pepino, you're having a hard time seeing everybody because this is like the really tall, wavy grass. I mean, it's a little bit. Huh?
I was gonna say, does that mean they have a hard time seeing me?
Yeah.
So if I crouched, would I just be like?
Yeah. You're like in 3/4 cover at that
Okay.
point. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. I'll keep that in mind.
Yep. Oh no.
No, what happened?
Sorry, I'm just gonna send Steven a message. The internet is out at his house altogether.
That sucks.
He's
Sorry,
been
guys.
having the worst luck.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, if I could spell whenever, not with 3 R's somehow.
Whenever.
Nice.
Anya. It was that margarita salt.
And pepper.
and cayenne pepper and tequila. Okay. So, all right. Well, let's chat. Make yourselves comfortable. And
Well,
I feel more
put around
comfortable with my
clothes.
weapons on me.
I'd feel a lot more comfortable if someone had some clothes on. That would be...
Oh, sorry, I'll turn around. Right, have you seen, sorry about that.
I'll pull out like the
unexpected.
tiniest, like a gnome-sized towel and try and like wrap it around you.
Nice. I'll
Just,
just,
like-
I'll tie it around like a cock sock.
Yeah.
I'll be like, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
God.
there you go.
Thank you, Pepino.
Yeah.
I know my clothes are around here somewhere. And I'll start shuffling around looking for those. And I'll put them on when I find them, of course.
All right. Well,
And I'll pass the thing back to Pepino. I don't know if
I'll prestidigitate it. It'll actually shine, and I'll just put it back in my backpack.
nice. Thank you. Appreciate that.
so when we were in Harasa, we heard you picked up a job to contact the gnomes.
Right.
Yes.
Have you made contact yet?
No.
Good. Fantastic. When you go to the gnomes, absolutely negotiate passage for any and all adventures like they've asked for. You know, safety through their valley and through the mountains is going to be important. However, under no circumstances are you to set up a trade agreement between the Elias Assembly and the nomads. In fact, we need you to sabotage it. Make sure that it won't even happen in the future.
It is a tall order.
How?
I don't know. That's what you're for.
Wouldn't it be easier for you guys to like dress up like assembly members and then like bully them or something?
No, it would be easier if we outsourced it to people who owed us.
Okay.
Alright. My only concern with that is there's some fine people in these villages and such. If I'm all for undoing the assembly, but are you willing to take up the slack, the trade agreements and such with these people to make sure that townsfolk and the like still get what they need?
Oh, absolutely. Individuals can trade with them all they want. We just want to make sure that the Elias Assembly does not secure trading rights with the nomads, because you know they're going to end up pressuring them to have exclusive rights, I'm sure.
Right. All right.
Like I said, safe passage for everyone that goes through their lands. You can absolutely negotiate that.
Okay. But no exclusive trade rights.
No trade rights at all with the Elias Assembly.
Okay. What if it's better for the nomads to be able to trade with everyone?
In the end, it's not, whether or not they know it.
Why?
Look, I'm just a middleman. I'm here to give you your orders.
Okay.
Can we have a few to sit down and... I mean, I know we owe you and such, but you know, we'd like a minute to discuss it, if that's all right.
Sure. And
Mhm.
while you discuss it,
Right.
I want you to think about this. You've already been rewarded for this particular task, but the commander wants to show you her seriousness in supporting you and supporting the people that the assembly has wronged. So,
Right.
successfully execute this mission, and you will be bequeathed a deed to a building in Harasa. It's being built right now.
Wait. How big?
I don't have the blueprints on me.
Why not?
It's not my job.
Well, you know, if you want to like bribe us, especially with like a fancy little house, the size matters, okay? Like, is it going to be a
Elzaris is a bit of a size queen.
yes. Like, is it
Not
going to be like a
exactly.
mansion, castle size, or is it going to be like a shack? Like, I'm not working for a shack. I need to work for a motherfucking
It's in the
castle.
merchant district. I know that there's
Oh.
a common room in the basement, or on the main floor. You can turn it into a shop, and the rooms above can be your dwelling. You could turn it into a tap room, and the rooms upstairs can be an inn.
So
You could
it's
sell it for all I
I
care.
think it's
So
quite
there's-
reasonable.
So there's several stories. Okay,
It's-
y'all, we have to do it now.
and it's zoned for business, guys. This is great.
Now
is
we
great.
have to do it.
That's right.
I'm in.
I thought we
Uh,
were talking about it first.
I mean,
Right,
we
right,
need to
right,
talk
right.
about it.
yeah.
Alright, just and she'll start turning away.
Yeah, I'll follow you.
He kind of looks past you at his friend that was flanking you, and they take about 10 feet back from each other. So they've got a little bit of a space.
That's nice. So,
I mean, it's a pretty nice reward, but I don't
We
know.
should do it.
It's always a concern when someone's exclusively removed from something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it'll be okay though.
I mean,
well, how do we do it? Like, how do we?
well, I'm sure we could think of something crafty with our minds put together.
We do like a raid.
I think that we would have to
raid?
probably see the situation and before we plan how the sabotage,
Right.
perhaps.
Maybe we don't even have sabotage. Maybe we can just convince them. Just say, "Hey, the assembly aren't
Well,
the most fair business
But
partners."
they did just say they kind of they said not to make the trade agreement and in fact sabotage it. That was their exact words.
Right.
Not just to not do it, but to make sure that it doesn't happen otherwise.
It worries me that they are able to buy and build a building in Harasa, and nobody knows about it.
That's what worries you?
Yeah, and that the fact that they have one to give away.
Yeah, isn't it great? We'll have a
It's-
place to stay.
No, I mean, like
That's
they
big.
have to have multiple other
Sure.
networks.
Does that surprise you? Were you not?
Well, no, it's
were you not
it's
expecting
concerning.
it?
No, I wasn't expecting them to have a building to give away.
Why not?
It's payment. Think of it
Right.
as a payment.
I understand it's a transaction, but I'm just saying it's that doesn't surprise any of you.
It does.
That it's that far reaching, that they have so many resources that they can give this away.
Sure,
Eh.
why not?
Yeah.
They didn't strike me as such at first. More of a guerrilla style thing. To
Yeah.
have not only the money but the insider, the inside track to be able to build a building right in Harasa underneath the assembly's nose.
Yeah,
And
and to be able to give it away without any paperwork, like or paper trail.
Who needs a paper trail?
The assembly is obviously going to wonder why we have a building all of a sudden in our names.
Well,
This is definitely something that would, for sure, kind of make us choose a side.
and I want to choose the side that I don't have to pay, and they already give me a home, a really big home.
We don't know how big it is.
Well,
Right.
they already kind of explained, like, there's like a main room with like a basement or whatever, and then like it sounded like more than one story, so like maybe 2 or 3, and then you can have like an inn, and then there's like bedrooms, and then we can have a
remember you're
servant.
sharing it with 5 other people.
Okay,
The reward itself is nice. I think it's just another factor to consider that they are a much more powerful organization than I previously thought, at least.
Yeah, I was.
so don't you want to be on the more powerful side of things?
I want to be on the side that hurts less people,
Right.
the one that helps people.
I think the assembly's hurting more, right?
Based on what? These
I
guys
don't know.
killed people. These guys, like,
So has
I
the
think-
assembly.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
killing
Plus
everybody.
the assembly's sending people out hand over fist with, knowing that they're going to die. They sent us out to die.
that's
Uh-huh.
true.
So who's
At least
really
we've gotten some
the worst?
honesty with this other group.
I mean, I'm not saying, like, why do we have to pick one?
Honesty, except they did kind of just hold us up instead of just being like, hey, we want to talk. They decided to be like, drop your weapons and hold your hands up in the air.
Yeah,
Well,
that
it's a
was
display
also,
of it's a display of power. It's fine.
That I understand.
And now they're going to give us a house. It's great. I mean, my vote is to be with the more powerful person or group, and they're giving us a house. So I'm gonna say what's up. I don't know how to sabotage, but yeah.
I think that for me, I'm all right taking on this task for the time being. If we need to, then in the future we can always. If we have to undo a misdeed, if it turns out to be a misdeed, I'm sure it'll be all the more difficult, but I'd be willing to try and correct it if it turns out to be the wrong choice.
Well, think about it. If it is the wrong choice, we'll just go and like rebel against these people. Do they have a name? I forget. The so masked people. We'll just go kill them. It's not going to be that hard.
I think it would be rather difficult, to be honest.
I mean,
yeah.
yes,
There's quite a
yes,
few,
but I'm
but-
just saying.
But
Just saying.
Both have quite the substantial forces behind them.
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they didn't.
I
They
don't
didn't
wanna-
make us pay.
Well,
I
they're
think
making us
so.
pay right now.
Well, with what? Not money.
They don't
Labor.
linger us out over years with interest and earnings and all that like the assembly does.
Yeah. See, the assembly's like keeping logs of like all of our shit and like
I'm
where
not-
we are.
I'm not
And-
defending the assembly.
It sounds like you are, Pepino.
No, I'm saying
I
that
think you like them a little bit more than our stone mask friends.
I don't like either of them particularly well.
Right.
I like
I'm
you
just like-
guys,
Oh.
but I don't.
I mean, we are a pretty cool group.
Hmm.
We have a cat now, so I think we're legit.
Right.
Tabaxi.
Yes, that.
I think
So-
what Ileana said is very, very on point. We're gonna have to choose a bit of a side here, one way or the other, at least for now. But that doesn't mean we're on that singular path forever. I think in the moment, perhaps this seems like an option
Okay.
that affects fewer people.
Yeah, I want us to agree that we're not settling
Right.
for these guys.
I'm not. No. I'll then look around and be sure.
We're all in agreement.
That we're not settling. Sure.
Yeah, that we're not just pledging ourselves to.
I don't
these-
settle for anything, so sure.
Jefferson, can you pull yourself away from that? I picture him batting
the
around
yarn,
like
the
yeah,
ball of yarn.
Yeah, nice. Or some of the tall grass. Ding, 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 ding. Do you feel that Jefferson agrees with us? That we're not like locked down forever with these people, but doing this for now because we're just making sure no one's committing full throttle to.
Are you guys all in agreement? Because if you're all in
Yeah.
agreement, then
Yeah.
he probably would go along with it. Yeah.
All right.
I'm also
we did
gonna.
a house.
You know, at some point when
Exciting as ours.
it is very exciting, but at some point they're probably gonna take the house away.
Do you know what? I don't like when you rain on my parade. So can I just imagine for once that I get to live in a nicer place? It's been a while. Oh, we should hire a servant. Oh,
Right.
yeah. And she's like gonna just start going, I could do this, I could do this. and-
Greg will work for pretty cheap.
Oh.
It's
nice.
not the same. But yes,
Right, it's
well,
servant.
Can we
both
tell
of us.
them our decision, please?
Right.
we'll need
uh,
servants.
What was his name again? To Jason?
Jason.
Just tell him we need
No.
Jeremy.
servants.
It did not sound like the
Oh, snap.
the guy. Yeah, it didn't.
Oh,
sound
it
like
wasn't
it.
Jason?
Mr. Mask.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
We need servants.
Yeah, you ready?
Why are you
We need
yelling?
servants.
They're not going to
Okay,
understand
hire
what you're
them.
saying.
Hire your servants, son.
How about we make another deal?
We're-
Like, if you add the servants, we're gonna totally be down to help you out.
Did you miss the part where I said I'm a middleman?
We're
I
agreeing.
think
The
she
deal.
We're
did.
agreeing.
I think she
We're
did.
in. We're in.
Good. I'm glad.
Is there like a time frame on this? Because we were gonna pop in, say hi to some cloud giants, and
If another group gets there before you do, and they set up a trade agreement, then the deal's off.
okay.
No one
We
else
need to
seems
go.
to have taken the job. You were the only ones that took it. So
All right.
Why? Do you know why? Have you offered? How many people have you offered it to?
we didn't offer it to anybody. You guys took the job from the assembly, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand.
No
now.
one else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No one else
I
is
thought
doing
you
that.
offered it to someone in your group, and they were like, I don't like.
No,
Hard
no,
pass
no,
for
no.
Furry, yeah.
No.
Got it.
And
All right.
all right.
Okay. Yeah, sounds
So-
good.
How was curiosity before we leave? How were the tabaxi? And he's kind of looking Jefferson up and down.
They're nice.
All right.
They like to party. They like to
Yeah.
party.
Oh, hearty indeed. They have a
Yeah.
whole gigantic room for it.
Have you been there?
No.
Huh.
Uh,
You're fine. Folk.
but we sent a few people there that I did know, like Celeste
Oh,
and Adrian. Did you meet them?
That we did.
they're doing well. I think. I don't know. Pull my notes up.
Did you know
Yeah.
you killed their sister?
Which one?
Oh no.
Who is their sister?
Leilana.
Oh, that was an unfortunate.
That's something that we should probably keep to ourselves the next time we
Yeah, we'll
we visit
we
the
won't.
tribe.
We'll make sure that. Thank you for warning us about that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
Oh,
also
such a shame.
killed my girlfriend. So
Oh,
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
Hope I think it's
I'm
time to go.
so
I think we
sorry.
need to. I think
I'm
we
really
need to
sorry.
go on our way.
right.
just don't fuck up, or else I'll be the one to come after you. All right?
Understood.
What's-
Cool.
What's your name? I'm Pepino.
Oh
Love it.
man,
I know, Pepino. I don't need your names.
he's already
I'm
said my
Harlow.
name. He knows your name,
Harlow?
Pepino.
Harlow.
Harlow.
We'll make sure we get this
H-R-L-O-W.
done, Harlow.
Okay. Harlow.
Good.
Harlow.
'Cause I don't
is
really
giving
like
us a
killing.
house.
Me
I
either.
will.
Me
I
either.
will. All right, ladies and gents. Then I'll whistle again. And you see them all mount up on horses that were like lying down in the grass. All the horses come up like they were
That's
trained.
So cool.
They mount them. And they head back out east. And you guys are left the early evening to yourselves.
Oh shit. Shite.
Oh
they killed their
shoot!
girlfriend.
Before you
Oh.
did that, I'm so
Mhm.
sorry. I completely forgot. He would have told you that. He would have looked at Ileana and said to you that your contact, Vincent, he'll have the deed when you get into town.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
All right,
Thank you.
that's it.
Cool. I'm so excited, y'all.
That was a little intense.
It was, but you know what? I'm gonna make sure that it looks super nice. Okay, we're gonna have all the fine things in there.
Yeah.
We're gonna have like silver gold platters,
I mean, hey, I trust you.
Overclocks?
I saw what you did in my hole. I trust you.
Right.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really good at this, so it's okay. And then like we could talk about like what we're gonna do with the place, and then like have the servants. We need at least like
Why-
five.
why
This,
they-
this.
Why did they give us a sending stone that they're afraid to use?
He said it'd be too much to, and really, he's right because it does have a limit on.
Oh, okay. That's
Right.
great.
Oh, that guy's not gonna like us very much. Killing his girlfriend, making them just hunt and track us down for a week or two.
Well, he
Oops.
didn't kill us now, so that says something about his restraint.
Right.
Not sure that I would have offered the same, honestly.
Right.
Maybe it was just like a new relationship. I don't mean to sound grim.
No,
but
that's a
I don't
good
know.
point, Pepino. Right.
You think it because it's a new relationship that it doesn't warrant revenge.
Well, I mean, when you take into the context that they kidnapped Elzaris and Derek, I think that anyone would be able to see,
Such as the
some
world.
comeuppance.
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's why they're giving us the house, is because they kidnapped me and Derek.
Or just to keep him a closer eye on us.
Yeah, probably that.
Well, we'll have to do
Well-
a proper sweep. Like it. Right. Anyway.
Sure.
No.
I'm so
Truth or
excited.
dare, and I'll just.
Oh, Victoria, I know. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
you did, but I just want to make sure
that's why I worded it very carefully when I was like,
Okay.
yeah.
you're on it. Okay. All right. So, how do you spend your evening? Just going to bed.
Truth or dare.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this, chat. I only prepared 17 pages for tonight. We're gonna play Truth or Dare. Let's go.
Oh, right.
No.
Nice. Just we don't have to roleplay it out. I just Lennox likes to use
Why
those
not?
games.
We don't have to roleplay it out.
Oh,
You're
okay,
just gonna
sorry.
tease?
No,
You're just gonna just say we
Lennox
played
just a
it and
big old
that's it.
tease.
Wow, okay.
All right, Elzaris.
Oh yeah.
Truth
What?
or dare?
I think when I had initially, because I rolled this last week, I said truth. If we are continuing from last night, last week.
I think we should. I think it's only fair.
Right. What do I want to ask? What do I want to ask?
But asking, or did we have to say it? I don't remember what this
I
game
ask
was.
the question, and you have to answer it truthfully if you choose truth.
Oh, we should wait. You should cast Zone of Truth.
Oh, right, Ileana, that's
No!
right. You were
Yeah.
going to
It
cast
takes
that out here.
15 minutes to cast it. No, I'm not
It's-
going to do it.
We'll keep
I'm
you company.
truthful.
We'll keep you company. I'll
And
make
then
you
we'll
some
just
tea.
walk around and take turns in the zone of truth. You can just cast it once, right? And
Yeah,
does it last a while where we can just move about? It'll make it so much more fun.
it'll make it a little spicy.
Right.
I'm not sure if it makes it spicier or more boring because you got to trust everything they say. Part of the fun of Truth or Dare, isn't it? Kind of wondering if their truth is actually truth.
No.
Nah.
I feel that's part of it, guys. I feel that's part of it.
Well, we won't pressure you to cast if you don't want to.
I feel like you're taking a bit of the fun out of it.
All right, Elzaris. Tell me, have you ever killed somebody that you were close to?
Yes.
She's thinking of it as in proximity. She's cheating.
Insight check.
She's cheating.
Yeah.
She's thinking of it
And
as
of
someone that was physically
nice.
close to her.
And of course, I mean personally close.
That's a
to-
9.
Not near. Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
do the
fine,
insight
she's-
too.
That's fine. I mean, she's not lying, and she's
fair.
not referring to proximity.
Ooh, okay. Oh, all right. Well, I guess that's the question I asked. So your turn, Elzaris. You pick someone and ask them for the dare.
Eliana,
I
do you want the truth thingy or do you want the dare thingy?
let's
I
go
don't
with
know.
truth. Sure.
Truth? Okay, cool.
Why not?
What questions do I want to ask? Do you really like your god? Or is it a facade?
Lennox gonna do that out loud. Watch Ileana.
Sure. I like
Wait,
Torn. I like Torn. Why not? Sure.
Insight check.
Yeah, me too.
Oh
This
no!
whole game's about.
Oh no!
Oh no,
I
mine
got a
was terrible.
6.
It's like an 8. Yeah.
I rolled okay.
Ooh.
Insight 21.
She said like. She asked if she liked her god. If she liked, yeah. So.
Interesting.
Okay.
That's your turn, Ileana.
Yeah.
Oh. Pepino.
Hi there.
Truth or dare?
Dare.
Ooh. Where I'll be looking down.
I'm always bought of this. I dare you to
You've got this, Ileana.
to go a whole day without talking to your stupid owl.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's a good dare.
Oh.
But can I still talk to him if because the owl needs company?
I mean, I just told him not to talk to it for the whole day.
It's true.
Okay.
What time is it? What time is it anyway?
It's just early evening. It had just gotten dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elzaris, can you tell Guillermo that I will talk to him tomorrow?
Yes.
That I can't talk to him for 24 hours. And I'll like open up my vest.
Guillermo, Pepino is going to give you the silent treatment for 24 hours. Try not to take it personally. He will talk to you later.
Please take it personally.
You're a good owl. Cool. Okay, I relayed.
Okay.
I see.
Derek.
You see Jefferson snoozing in the corner. He already fell asleep.
Oh, okay. Well,
Nice out, Victoria.
he just
No.
fell asleep.
Nope. I'm not doing that to Steven.
Okay, Lennox, truth or dare?
I'll start with the truth. Yes.
Truth.
Right.
Oh, how many siblings do you have?
You see some of the excitement drain from his face. Let's see. I'm actually going to consult my things here too. Oops. I put a lot of attention in clothes in my backstory.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I was an only child.
Oh, okay.
Just me and me mom.
Insight check.
Ooh, yeah.
Natural 20.
Ooh, nice.
I trust every word Lennox ever tells me.
Awesome. Yes, he was an only child. He seems to have some negative, some sadness and negative feelings when he remarks on his mom.
Wow, that was a spicy game, guys.
That's right.
Yay,
You're
that was
also
fun.
right.
That's it?
We win.
Yay.
What, do you
We
wanna
win
do
because
one more
we know
round?
each other a little better. All right, one more quick round. Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Pepino. Truth
Hi.
or dare.
I'll do another dare.
Ooh, all right. What do our surroundings look like again, DM?
Dim. The dim says that it's tall, bluish green grass that sort of like waves, and it's very hilly. So if Pepino, you guys have sort of stamped out a little area. So where you are, the grass is flat, but everywhere else it's just like long swaying grass.
Ah, okay. I dare you, sometime tonight,
Okay.
to scare Elzaris and wake her up out of her sleep.
Oh, okay. Settled.
And I'll look at
You know, you
Alex.
can't surprise me, but I'm gonna let you think that you can.
It doesn't need to be me that scares you.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay, good luck.
All right, it's all you, Pepino.
Elzaris.
Yes. I don't like these dare things, so I'll do another truth.
Okay. Tell me about that orb.
Yes.
Can I change mine and go to a dare?
Nope.
But
Nope.
it goes kind of worse
You've already made your decision. That's what you have to go with.
Right. Indeed it is, Elzaris. The time has come.
Don't act so creepy about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm excited, eh?
Okay. Hold on. She's gonna get up and pace. Does someone else want to go? She's gonna pace.
With all the, I mean,
We're not in a rush.
you did bring it up to us. You brought it up to us, and then
Did I?
all of a sudden you were questioning bringing it up. That it's weird.
Yeah.
It was super weird.
No.
And we're your friends, Alex. We're gonna support you.
I'm trying to help you.
It's us against all of them, right?
An inside check on all of y'all.
Okay.
Well, Ileana did go.
So 20 for Lennox,
Okay. Yep.
I'm
totally
going-
honest. He's here to support you.
and I'll roll for Pepino because
I can't believe you guys are still rolling inside checks against me.
17 for Pepino.
Yeah, Pepino wants to help you.
I mean, at this point, like, Alex kind of trusts Ileana, so
nice.
because they've had talks. Okay.
And so you trust Ileana, but you don't trust Pepino?
I mean, think about it.
We're building.
Let that sink in.
We're building trust.
That's amazing.
Okay, fine. I think I can.
Do you want some moonshine? Will that make it easier?
Yes.
Nah, I'll hand you
You
like.
need to relax a bit.
I'll hand
I
you.
do.
I'll hand you like. It'll be like a martini glass that's like super full, and I'm just trying to not spill it.
Okay.
I'm handing it to you.
Awesome.
She takes a massive swig.
Nice.
Um,
Do you mind
I
if I
won't
have
do
some
that to my
Pepino? Well, hate to have anyone drink it alone. And I'll see if Pepino has a little for me.
Oh yeah, I'll pull out 2 more that I'm just trying to like not spill.
Oh, thank you. Try and sip it down a bit so I can carry it.
Yeah. Ileana, do you want some?
No thanks.
Alright.
I prefer to do truth or dare sober, if you don't mind.
Sorry.
Sure.
Oh, I'm down the rest of mine. All right. Right there with you, Alex. Right there with you.
Okay. Yeah, but at least I can handle my alcohol. Okay. So remember when we were like in the
Yes.
where?
She hasn't.
In the temple.
Down in the cave, right?
Can you read my mind now?
Me?
Yes.
It was just,
No, not yet.
You asked us about it after the temple, so I'm thinking he's just putting 2 and 2 together.
Right.
Okay. Well, there was this moment where everything kind of like went black, and I saw like a vision thingy. I think it was a vision. I don't know. But I was there, and in like clothes or a cloak thingy that wasn't mine.
Right.
There's a scar.
How cool was the cloak?
I don't know. I guess it was
mean,
cool.
Like, did you like? Were you like, wow? I feel.
That wasn't really my priority.
Okay.
Right. All right.
Like for this vision. And apparently there's a scar that I don't have now, and
A scar? Like a scar?
yeah, there's a scar that I now have. Like I see, I guess, a future version of myself.
All right.
Oh wow.
Future version.
All right.
Yeah.
It was me,
Right.
Yeah.
but I was in a cloak that I don't have.
All right.
Yeah.
My hair is like super long,
Yeah.
Fancy.
and I have a scar, and
You sound-
I just look tired.
You look tired.
I guess I was tired. I don't know.
I mean, it was a future version of herself,
Yeah.
so if she's been. Anyways.
Yeah. See, this is why I
With
trust
us?
Eliana.
For a long.
And then I starts drawing on the ground with a stick.
Oh,
Mm.
anyway, so I had this like orb thing
All right.
in my hands,
Ooh.
and I put it on the that contraption thing, that big mirror
Ooh.
thing,
Right.
right?
In
And
that
then
temple. Okay.
And it spun like super fast, and there was this map that I don't recognize. My future self recognized it. It was weird looking. I don't even know.
Hmm.
And then other things happened, and then that was that.
Were those other things anything important? What were the other things that happened? Did you see anything else?
So did I what?
Did you see anything else?
No, that was it.
Wow.
It was just a future version of myself. I still looked hot, by the way.
Of
Like
course.
I still had like it wasn't like
You
that
still
much
had it.
older.
You still
Right.
had it.
Still
Plus a scar.
had
Like,
it.
that's
Still had it. Yeah.
top
Yeah.
notch.
I mean, I know it's really cool. So,
Can I ask
Yeah.
you, Alex? You said that wasn't really the focus of this vision, as though you've had others. This is a regular thing for you.
maybe
That's so fascinating.
is it? Does it make me weird?
No, weird.
I don't know.
No, it's not weird.
No.
People don't really get like we don't. I don't know. We don't talk about it,
Well, we get
or
it.
no one.
Well,
No one ever knew about it.
You can talk about it if you want to.
right.
Maybe.
Well, if you ever need to talk to someone, Guillermo is a really good listener.
I mean, I know
boy.
he's great. He's really great.
He's gonna like fly out and like try and hug you.
Oh no!
Oh, nice.
Oh no!
He's just like hugging your ankle. He's just like
Oh, I don't
his
think
little
so.
wings.
Hold on. We're pretending this is an owl. Oh no!
That's great. And you've got Pepino here. Is always such a great support. And
All
Ileana's
of you.
Right.
All of you.
I mean, think
Well-
of all she's so very wise. She's probably seen something like that. But Ileana, have you ever seen anything like that before?
Yeah.
Seeing someone in a cloak?
No, that can see, has visions of future events and such.
Sure.
Well,
See,
does your god like send you stuff? You know?
Oh,
I mean, it's not out of the ordinary.
Oh, so it's a god thing. Well, but that doesn't make any sense because I don't worship a god.
all right.
You don't?
Not a god per se.
Oh, but something else.
Mhm. Yeah, she's really cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Tell us about her.
it's a patron.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah,
is that where you get your magic from then?
kinda.
I was wondering you had all the fancy, leathers and daggers and such, but then magic, and I thought, well, that's
that
just
was very
interesting.
surprising.
I know.
Magic's pretty cool.
It really is, especially this kind, because like she's super cool
Yeah.
and like has this really sexy voice about her.
Oh,
Hmm.
like one of those
Anyways.
raspy. Right.
Like
So do you think the guidance could be coming from your patron?
maybe. I don't know. She just laughed at the end of that vision and told me she's been telling me a lot to be patient, and
All right.
I don't. That's kind of rude,
Wow.
but I can't. I don't know how to. I don't. This is still new to me. This whole
She
like
talks to you?
worshiping. Every once in a while.
Huh.
But not like that. Like it's mainly just me blurting out stuff, and then she only comes back and says, "Patience." Not like
Well,
that.
that-
That was
that
really
That
nasty.
sounds a little frustrating.
Right. That's sort of like.
I mean,
telling
if I-
someone
I'm
to calm
frustrated.
down,
If I was
right?
I'm
a
frustrated.
patron giving somebody powders and they were acting strange, then I'd probably be a little frustrated myself.
No, she's just like, okay, let me try to patience. Kind of like that. She's
all right.
it's very
Wow.
smooth
Yeah.
and
I hear
I
Is
get
it-
it. I get the hot voice thing.
Right.
I get
Is
it.
it
Right.
assuring to
Yeah.
you that she talks to you? Does it?
I mean, she's the one that gave me this, and I pull out my hexblade, my little dagger.
Oh,
And-
cool.
So this dagger has 3 lightning bolts on it on the hilt.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so she whips that out, and yeah, she gave me this, and I use it to kill the person closest to me, one of the people closest to me,
Oh, whoa.
Linnick.
And as you guys look at it, you
Oh.
can see that there's just like this little wisps of dark smoke that is kind of circling around the
That's
dagger.
really intense.
That's
Isn't it
fascinating.
cool?
That's very,
It's so cool.
very
This
intense.
isn't weird at all, Alex. Whatever you have going on is just incredible. That isn't something
Okay.
weird or anything to be ashamed of.
I think it's definitely interesting that she shows herself to you that way.
Right.
Yeah, it's. I mean, like I said, I've never really had friends except for Taro, who was
It's
just
not-
a servant. So
not
it
always
was like a
the-
nice friend.
It's not always the case. So feel
I mean, she's been cool so far.
blessed.
Oh, it's not like a god.
Right.
Sure.
Do you know your patron's name? Perhaps it's something. I know Pepino's very learned in history, I think.
Yeah, maybe I read about them.
And Ileana with, well, religion? Perhaps. I don't know.
She
And Jefferson.
she's very chaotic. I know that.
Mm.
Oh, all right.
So,
She's people just call her the queen.
the queen.
The queen.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if she's like full of it or if she actually is like a queen. But given where it came from, it only made sense that she would like visit me. But I'm not a queen. I'm just kind of
Yet.
you know.
You're not a queen yet.
No,
Also,
no, no,
Wait.
no.
Oh
no,
wait,
no,
are
no,
you
no, no.
are you royalty?
Maybe. I don't know. I probably not anymore.
Oh.
No,
Probably not anymore.
I don't know. These are why is it all? It's all of a sudden it's really focused on me,
You're
and I'm
right.
getting kind of uncomfortable.
I mean, you're
right
the one
now.
that keeps talking, so
Well, this is what moonshine does to me.
You wanted it. I was just. I
I
thought.
know, and I feel better
Right.
now that I've gotten a lot of this off my chest.
sure.
There's a lot to unpack there for sure, but
No.
we'll respect your time to
I've never had friends.
process. Well, you've got
Yeah,
some
we can
now.
we can see
Elzars.
that.
Okay.
Elzaris, do you want a hug? Can I give you a
What?
hug? Can I give you a hug?
Do you want a
I
hug
mean-
sandwich?
Oh no.
I'm coming in.
Oh no.
Coming in.
I'll come on the other side.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Let's go ahead without me. That's
This is so weird.
really. She's like writing notes in a journal.
This is-
We'll try and like shuffle over to Ileana.
She'll
Why-
get
why
up
are we
and
missing
step
that?
away,
Yeah.
step back.
Ileana, please save me.
I'm right here. If you want me to punch him, I can.
That's not necessary. I just want to. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is.
Alright,
this is
Okay,
alright.
guys, get off of her. Get off of her.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
That was
okay.
a fine hug.
That was something. That was. Wow, I haven't been hugged in a very long time.
Oh, well.
I hope it was good.
It's. I don't know. Okay. Yes. Thanks. Cool.
Well,
Can I have Guillermo back now?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Nice. Should we do some hunting and eating? Oh wait, or did we eat? Did we eat?
We gotta
in the
keep
thing?
going.
Yeah.
That's Elzar's turn.
Oh yeah.
Oh right, Elzaris, bring it round.
Oh. Who hasn't gotten a turn yet?
I've already
Ileana,
gone.
I think.
Ileana has one.
Ileana. Wow, we're back to
Good.
me asking you. Would you like a truth or dare?
I think I'd take a. Oh, Lord.
Okay.
I think I'd take a truth, please.
A truth. Okay. Why? No, I already know that. She's going to recall what Linnet asked her. Have you killed anybody closest to you? Not in proximity, but like someone you knew. Did you have to kill him?
Sure. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Now they have something in common. What? Guillermo's very fluffy.
I think that, does that wrap us up? Everyone else is gone? Wait, how many times did you go, Linnet?
I think
I've
once.
won twice, right? Oh no, right. I've
No,
only
once.
answered once.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
me.
It's his turn.
Alright.
Did you say truth or dare?
Truth or dare? There we go.
Oh, nat 20. Oh, I'll go with truth again. Right, I was thinking of a dare, but after Elzaris' store, I'm ready for truth. Right.
Sure. Do you worship a god?
No, absolutely not. There was some a lot of that in the city that I grew up in. Mistra. Wait, is it Mistra? The one with the heart.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Mistra, goddess over magic and such, and the weave and everything. But it was very much forced upon everyone. And, of course, not so much me being all this. They didn't really care for me in the congregation. Now, some were still always trying to get me to go, but if we spoke against religion in my town, we were very much... There was a lot of hate for those that didn't fall in line with what everyone else was thinking. Of course, I was already on the receiving end of a lot of hate, so I didn't really care that much. But no, I don't. I know, I believe in them. I think they exist. They created the world and such, but to follow any of them, no.
Not worthy enough for you?
More like... I feel that what business they could possibly have with just a mortal like me. A lot of them are puppeteers, making little humanoids like us dance and do their bidding. Sometimes for very weak reasons, petty, and likewise. Or so it seems to me. So, I've never been much for being in that position of just being toyed with for a whim of a deity. Not to say anything against, your line of work and such. I'm sure that you probably have a different experience altogether with Torn. But that's just been my experience.
Gotcha.
That's interesting.
I'm gonna come give you a hug too.
Oh. You didn't give me a hug when I was telling mine about killing someone that I knew.
Because I know you wouldn't want one, Eliana.
You're right.
Would you like one anyway?
Would you like one anyways? Do you want me to try to give you a hug, even though I know you don't want one? Would that, yeah.
No, that's fine.
I mean,
that's
Sure?
I'll have Guillermo fly
It's
back.
not quite the
I'm
same
gonna
when I have to ask
start
for
walking
it,
over like,
but
yeah.
yeah. No, that's okay. I think we're done. Game's over, right?
I think.
Right.
So.
I believe so.
That was a lot.
That was therapeutic, guys. Don't we all feel better?
Right, you?
I mean,
and I know you're a
Sure,
little better too.
Sure. Yeah. I'm just gonna go over here and read a bit. You can wake me up for a second watch, sure. And she'll get up and go and move towards a kind of far, tree that's close but kind of separate from the group a bit, and start writing in her journal.
Okay. Well, I'll take first watch and right.
I'll take first watch with you.
Oh, that's so fun.
I mean, I'm not
I guess-
tired. I'm
I guess
wired.
me and Guillermo will have a very silent third watch.
Oh. Well, maybe Jefferson. He's already sleeping.
Yeah,
You can
maybe.
get him up, right?
We'll
Maybe.
see.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah. Right. I see your point. Yeah.
Softly snore purring in the corner.
That's awesome.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night.
So, whomever is on first watch, you guys want to go ahead and make your perception checks for me?
Yeah. Well, I was perceiving something. 13?
Let's see. Oh, 20. Dirty 20, but 20.
Okay, dirty 20. Okay. The evening goes relatively uneventful for you. You notice that there's kind of a cool wind that's been blowing through lately, a little bit cooler than normal, which has been a nice reprieve for the humidity and the heat. And because you don't really see anything out in the grasses, you do hear a variety of chittering and things, but nothing that seems to worry you at all. But you do look up at the stars, and you notice that there's just a little bit of more meteor activity than normal. But other than that, nothing in particular this evening.
That's
It's so
fascinating.
pretty.
Look at that, right? Have you ever wished upon those, Alex?
That's a thing?
Oh, right. Right, absolutely. If you get your very first one of the night, then you can make yourself a wish. Now, you can't tell anyone what it is, or it won't come true.
Okay. She closes her eyes and makes her wish.
Nice. Ooh, then it will too.
Okay.
Get a smile on his face and make his wish.
That was fun.
Do you want to tell me which wish for anyway?
No,
Oh, all right.
no, because then it won't. You said it won't happen, right?
Right.
It won't come true.
That's what they say.
I don't really think mine would come true anyways,
Oh.
but it's nice to wish.
Right, you never know. You never know.
Okay, I'll tell you anyways.
Oh, exciting.
I wished that I can go home one day. Yeah. That's it.
Well, Alex, if that wish doesn't do it, we'll just have to make sure that we see that happen.
Well, it's fine.
All right.
I'm good. Yep. I need like several people to die off first before I try to go back. So,
All right.
anyways.
Well, maybe. All right.
Okay.
If they have it coming, maybe we can help with that too.
Okay.
Oh, I wish that. Oh, there's someone I miss, and there aren't many people I miss. So I wish to see them again soon.
Is it a lady?
It is.
Is the one you dreamt about? The sex dream?
Well, it was more than just that.
Well,
yes.
yeah, but that's the important part, right?
No, there's more to it than that. It was an important part.
Oh, okay. I don't really know how that all works, but that's cool.
Right.
Then I hope it happens.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So,
I forgot. I was going to find a little eye patch this week, and I forgot.
Oh,
here's
no.
damn it. There are some great ones on Etsy. I'll send you some links.
Okay.
We'll have to get you a good one.
Sweet.
Okay. So your portion of the evening draws to a close, and it's about time for second watch.
Do you want to wake her up, Alex?
Yeah, I can do
Thank
that.
you. All right. Well, I'm going to be over here, and I'll sitting on my bedroll a little further away. Just
Y'all are so weird. I gently rouse Ileana awake. Hey, sorry. Everything's good. It's your turn, I guess.
Got it. Sure. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
Good night.
Yeah. There were some meteor showers coming by. Make a wish. That's a thing. You can make a wish.
Yes, it is. Did you make one?
I did. It's not gonna happen, but it'd be really cool. Like maybe later on in the
You
future.
could.
We'll see. It's cool.
at least
Okay. Good night.
coffee percolating on the campfire for you. Okay.
Oh, good. Okay. Second watch it is. Nope. Well, that is an, I think, 18 perception. Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, 18, yeah. So, same thing for you. You know, it's a quiet night, cool breeze. You notice the meteor shower right away because Elzara's kind of pointed it out to you. You know, you hear the same sort of chittering out in the woods. You listen specifically out for the dire wolves, knowing that they had been following the unicorns before, but no sign of them. It's just a quiet evening.
Liana made a wish on the meteorites as well.
Okay. All right. And as your portion of the evening draws to a close, we come to the third watch.
Ileana will walk quietly up to Pepino. Hey! Wake up!
Good morning. Hi.
It's your turn, Pepino.
Thank you.
Have a great one. I'm gonna, and she'll go back over to her tree.
Okay. Good night. I'll stand up. I'll get ready for watch. I'll let Guillermo out, and I'm just gonna look at him with the saddest eyes. Just
No.
Can I be awake? And can I see that Ileana kind of like sits there and watches and smiles?
we both just look at each other, and we're gonna just kind of like look away.
Slumped little shoulders,
Yeah.
Ah,
I'll look at him and I'll like ask him to go. Well, not ask him, but I'm gonna like point to the sky. So he'll go have a look. But
Okay.
I have a prank to plan.
Okay. So, let's see how.
So Guillermo got a
Guillermo.
21 for
Okay, yeah.
perception.
Yeah, he doesn't see anything in particular, and he's keeping a good eye on you and what's going on as well. So,
Yeah. So then I'm gonna like walk out and circle around the camp, and I'm just gonna like hone in on Elzaris's sleeping bed, and I'm just gonna try and like stealthily like walk closer to her.
Okay.
Range. Can I roll stealth to try and not make noise?
Absolutely, you can do that.
Okay. 3.
3. Okay.
So,
Awesome.
so like,
Okay.
so like I'll walk closer. I guess, yeah. I'm just gonna try and like inch my way up to her just to like go boo. Does she hear me? Does she wake up or?
So as you get a little bit closer, you're probably about 10 feet up, and Elzara starts to stir and notice a little bit of movement.
Okay, I'm gonna like walk over.
Okay.
I'm gonna get like right in front of her face and get ready to just say boo. Do you let me or do you?
So one eye is closed.
Okay.
The eye behind the eye patch, because the way it's designed, she can still kind of see through the slits.
Okay.
She sees.
Okay. Then all of a sudden,
she's waiting.
all of a sudden, I'm gonna. Oh, okay. You'll see me look really scared, and then I'm just gonna take off running the other way.
That's amazing.
And as soon as you see Pepino run off to the other side, you kind of like roll over a second, and you see a short, ghostly figure that on the other side of you that goes boo.
And the image of Pepino running away just like dissipates.
Nice.
I gotcha.
Ah!
I gotcha.
I
You wouldn't
was
have
so scared.
You wouldn't have been scared. You weren't scared. You didn't know I was behind here.
Ah!
Oh my god.
That's
Pepino's gonna walk
amazing.
away defeated.
Aw.
Wait! Ah! I was like so scared. That totally worked.
You're just
Good job.
saying that.
No.
He's gonna
I'm
keep
not.
walking.
I am not. Insight check me.
Pepino's gonna just sulk in the corner and like keep.
I mean, you would have won. I rolled a nat 1, so it's fine.
All right. Yeah, then I'll just finish my watch.
Okay.
I
Alright.
try to go back to sleep.
Okay.
I'll tuck you in. Make sure you're nice and comfy.
Perfect. All right. Perfect. So that didn't take very long. So if you want to make a perception check, go right ahead.
No, sure. I rolled a 11.
Okay. Yeah. You spend most of the evening watching Guillermo fly overhead, and then just thinking to yourself about how to better plan your next prank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the morning comes. Soft light over the sea of grass.
I'm just gonna zombie-esque walk over and make some coffee. At the campfire.
So Victoria, really quick, I know I ask this like every week. In relationship to where the gnomes are, where are the cloud giants? Are we going to the cloud giants first or second?
That is up to you. So if you're looking at the map, and you guys are, there's like the end of that river, which is where the temple was, where that purple dot is.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a little short orange line out, almost to that dotted line that's in the center. That's where you guys are right now. You're right at the edge of where the nomads. Yeah, yes, with a G.
With
Yeah.
a G.
yes. Their territory begins. But if you keep going like a little bit northwest, the mountains get extremely tall, and that's where you can see where you like lose the top of the mountains in the clouds, and that's where you think the cloud giants are. So
Okay.
you would just cross through the bottom part of the gnomes' territory. the gnomes' known territory,
Yeah.
to get to the cloud giants.
Okay. So, just like logistically, would it make more sense to go to the cloud giants first?
I mean,
Or
you
is it
know
like-
where they are versus the entire area where the gnomes could be, because they're nomadic, right? And their area that's theirs is huge, right?
That's true.
So, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. What are we thinking? I think we should go to where the cloud giants are because we know where they are.
I
we?
think the gnomes, because we get a house.
I mean, the house will still be there.
So
Yeah,
will the
but-
cloud giants?
Right.
I don't know. They're on a moving castle.
Yeah, but the
Right.
castle like just kind of floats and like, you know, like clouds do.
Oh,
I mean, why are we in a rush to do this?
Because the stone mask dude threatened us,
I
Harlow.
thought someone else might do it, right?
And if someone takes that house,
If
I
someone
would be
else-
very sad.
I mean, they'll probably just offer us another house at some point.
They probably won't.
I agree with Oxardus. This seems like the more pressing issue than seeing some cloud giants.
When no one else is taking
Just to see them, not because of any.
Maybe they'll help us.
No
Maybe they know
reason.
something we don't know.
Well, how long would it
That's-
take
Mm,
if someone? Well, no. See, they've been traveling for days, so we don't know who might have picked something up since then.
We also don't know where the gnomes are. Maybe they know where the gnomes are.
maybe the gnomes know where the
And
cloud
they do
giants
fly
are.
overhead.
Yes.
Yeah,
that
the
sounds a
gnomes,
little bit
Pepino
more
pointing to himself, know
probable.
where the cloud giants are.
Seeing that the gnomes are all in one place and in one set place, the cloud giants are whatever they want to be. I think the gnomes seem like the best thing to go to.
I'm just not in a rush to help those guys, too.
Let's take a vote, shall we?
Sure.
I like
On
this.
who wants to go to see the gnomes first, and then who wants to go and see the cloud giants first.
Okay, which one's first? So I can raise which hand.
Gnomes.
Gnomes! Gnome power.
I'm gonna think about it. Well, I feel like I want to see the giants, but not with all this mess in my mind. I think I'd rather have a clear, fresh mind so I can enjoy the visit.
Okay.
I guess I'll say gnomes, Pepino. I'm sorry. I
It's
think-
okay. Hey, don't feel bad.
I don't.
Okay.
Jefferson, are you voting?
Jefferson, what are you voting? I mean, it really doesn't matter.
Jefferson
Good point.
thought about it, and behind his eyes, it was like he was, I don't know, rolling a dice. And he actually thought that you should go see the giants.
Oh,
That's still 3-2. So
Because
Oh,
Yeah.
now I feel worse.
No, don't feel
Don't
bad.
feel worse.
It's okay.
no, Lennox.
I just think that they-
Fine, you voted right.
You can't play every side.
Voted
Sometimes.
right.
Yeah.
Lennox, you can do whatever you
Choose.
put your heart to.
That's sweet. I'm still like rubbing the sleeping bags out of my eyes. Right. Right.
Okay, let's go see the gnomes.
Okay.
And then the sooner that we get the business done with the gnomes, we can see if we can find the cloud giants.
Well, I know
Yes.
pretty much, like,
Do you have a homing on them? Do you know, like, do you sense them? Do you feel them?
I feel them.
Right.
Like
Right.
how?
Yeah.
No, don't.
I just,
Ha-
Elzaris, you get it.
Let's just start.
I don't.
Let's start, and Ileana will start gathering her things.
I'll
Okay.
toss any leftover food from last night that Bandit can eat over to Bandit. There you
Oh
go.
yeah, he's
There
still
you
with
go.
us.
And I'll scratch and give them a little pet on the top of their head. Feed my, I'll go around and feed the horses. I'm in zombie mode, so I'm just doing like morning tasks, and then I'll be ready to go.
I'll bring you a cup of coffee.
Oh yes, oh.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't get it himself.
I'll bring you a cup of coffee as well.
I've already had my coffee, but thank you.
Maybe you want more, Ileana. I'm not a mind reader.
I'm feeling pretty good. I appreciate the coffee, but I need to stop at a certain time, else, we'll have to stop more.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Got to know your limits.
Yeah.
Those are mine.
We don't want any accidents on the road.
there wouldn't be accidents.
We don't want
No,
any
I didn't
accidents
say
on the
any-
road, guys.
Oh, right. Right.
And as you say that, Jefferson pops up and is like, "Oh, then I should probably go now."
Yeah.
And he runs off
There
to
it
the
is.
body. Oh, Dan, why can't we just take normal breaks?
Sorry.
It's not a thing anymore.
Sorry, I love you. I love you. All right, guys, we're gonna take our 10-minute bio break and be right back. Let's do
Go
it.
make some
In a few
tea.
minutes.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh. Thank you. Yeah, everyone. I slapped it up on the background. I would have thank you so much. Yeah, it's not overworked. None of that.
Sorry, a lazy pants. Amelia, I'm going through our chat to try and figure out what day it was that PAX tickets went on sale last year.
Oh yeah,
And
there's a lot of stupid stuff in there.
Yeah. I left my cookie downstairs, but I'm afraid to leave my computer. I wonder who said that.
It's scary.
It is scary. Okay, the 30th of May. God, was it that late?
Yeah. It changes every year too. It's not like it's whenever they decide.
Right.
Yeah.
Whenever they're feeling spicy.
But like, we want money now.
Today.
Send the tickets.
Today.
Oh, thank you, Night Night.
Oh,
Killing it with the things. Yay. All the cheers.
I think I would drink this when I'm not sick.
Nice.
It's really pretty yummy, yeah. Except for when you get like all the junk at the bottom.
This is still has the
all the
cayenne
seasonings
and lemon or whatever. Okay.
Sorry.
No probs.
How dare you?
Back. I was brewing tea and I was like, I need to do the dishes real quick.
Nice.
And how did that go?
The dishwasher's running, so
Yay.
you know, adult tea.
Brilliantly.
Oh,
I mean, but I did get my tea.
What?
Yeah,
happened
look at
to
that
her?
mug.
I just did not realize that the video had gone down yet, and I was just
Oh,
like,
because you were just about to start talking that
Shoveling.
shit.
no,
just
I
gonna-
just started shoveling salt into my face, like just straight up margarita salt.
That's awesome.
Handfuls.
Sorries. I should probably say something when the time is up and I pull it down.
No. Just,
Wait,
and
maybe you
it's
don't have Twitch up? What's wrong
It's a
with
happy
you?
little surprise every time.
I do,
It's
but it's
fine.
underneath. I can only see
Awesome.
chat, and then I have Discord sitting on top of our video, so I did not.
Oh, really? Is anything happening in Discord? I'm so bad at checking Discord.
No, I was just keeping an eye on it because Steven was messaging me on.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of messages that I just don't see.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
behind on chat.
Trying to keep on top of everything. Yeah, I don't. He hasn't even seen my messages in Messenger, so I'm assuming that his internet is still down.
Oh, that's right. Poor Steve.
I know. I'm so bummed. Okay. All right. Well, since we're back and I don't have more time to eat just random, just handfuls of salt.
Just
I mean,
spooning
I could go
seasonings.
back and like get the clothes out of the dryer or something.
Yeah,
if that
sure.
helps.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's all right. We'll get back into
I'm
it.
kidding. I don't
Let
want to.
me hit go on the music. Okay. Okay. So you guys wake up. You have a little bit of breakfast. Where are you heading?
To the gnomes.
Okay. Lennox.
To the gnomes.
Because you guys don't know where the gnomes are. Why don't you make a cartographer's check for
Okay.
me based on the information you have?
I like that. All right, so that is a what type of check? I know it'll have.
Oh, I'm
my
sorry.
proficiency.
This one would be because you're using your map. I would say survival with proficiency because you have your cartographer's tools.
Okay. So 10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're looking at your map. The way that the information that you got from the Elias Assembly and the way that the map is sort of notated is that you are going into more of this grassland, and you think it's going to be even more grass, probably very few, if not any trees at all. Probably pretty hilly. It skirts along the mountain ridge that you saw. And it ends where there's like two mountain ridges that come together to create an even deeper valley or an even smaller valley.
Okay.
But also looking at it, it looks like it's probably 4 to 6 days from where you are to where that valley is.
Okay.
And probably 4 to 6 days, maybe more like a week. Get your shit together. Maybe closer to a week. Oh my god.
I'm dead.
Reach for the birdie. Reach for the birdie. Yeah, so maybe
Goddamn
about
hot chocolate.
4 to 6 days north to south, and about a week wide of travel of an area that they've marked for the gnomes. But with a 10, you have no idea.
Okay.
Like, where the gnomes would be within this large area. So I kind of need to know like what your strategy is to find gnomes.
If you had to set up a place to live here, and here's the map as I have it, and I'll kind of show it to him. You know, of course, I don't know if they're looking for cover or if they're looking for... what's your take with them being your cousins and all?
How hilly? Are there any like I'm spacing out on the name. You know, when there's kind of like a lower area and two higher areas that
valley?
a canyon. Yes. Canyons.
Valley?
Yeah, in a valley. Yes. Yeah. Yes. In a valley. Sometimes there are foothills and then there are regular hills. Yeah. Yeah. So you determine based on looking at the map, because it's pretty easy to see this, that the markings are very similar to what you are here now. So these are large rolling hills. They aren't like the foothills of Oakland, but you know, they're pretty large rolling hills, all grassy.
Okay. I think we should check the grassiest, highest place that you imagine on there.
I think that would I have any do I see that on the map in front of me? Any areas like that?
I would say without even making a roll, you would know that the hills get higher, because it's pretty basic. The hills get higher the closer you get to the mountains.
All right, so I'm thinking maybe that's still a bit of a large area, but perhaps up here somewhere there's hills and they're near the foot of the mountain.
Yeah. Do you think that the hills are alive with music?
Of course.
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll see about that.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I would suggest. They would probably have a high place to overlook the surrounding areas.
Well, we can head that way, and I'll keep my eyes peeled as we...
I mean, who knows? We'll find.
I'll update.
We'll find them when we find them. You know.
Right.
So are you guys cutting through the middle, or are you skirting along the outside of it where the hills are taller?
Wait, sorry. We're skirting what was the first option?
Just cutting through the middle of their territory.
Just go through the middle. That's my vote. I think we should just go through the middle.
Do we see any natural advantages, like better cover or something around the perimeter versus cutting through?
I mean, the perimeter to the west is going to have some wooded areas as it's going up into the mountains. The perimeter to the east looks like it's more grassland, and maybe it becomes a little bit more flat. It's hard to tell.
Okay. Right. I think either way, both are unknown, so I'm up for either. Shortest path, I imagine, then.
I mean, I imagine if we go down the middle, then we're more likely to see, you know, surrounding areas.
Right. All right. Middle it is. How about Eliana, with your expertise and
gnomish.
Sounds good. Sure.
Civilization.
I will say that Ileana was distracted by reading as she is.
Nice.
Sounds great.
All right.
Great. All right. So you guys head out for the day. What is everyone doing while you guys are traveling into this area?
Oh, I really want to finish. First thing, I want to finish that book on tinkering. I mean, not finish it, but I want to work on that. And if I finish it, then I'm definitely reading that dragon book next.
Okay, let's take a look.
The spell one? Or
Oh, right. No, you're right. So I'll spend the evenings working with Pepino on his book, and the mornings working on tinkering.
Okay.
And if I happen to finish tinkering over that travel time, then I'll switch my mornings over to the dragon book.
Okay. It looks like you've gotten through about 10 of the 15 hours you need on the tinkering book. Okay, so are you trying to read while you're on the road? Or are we... I guess my question is, what are you guys doing on the road? How are you... Who's doing perception checks? No, that's okay. Like, who's... Yeah, what are you guys doing as you're traveling? Like, who's paying attention? Who's not?
Ileana will stop reading at... will only read at certain times and then watch out for the road others.
Okay.
I'll be watching, not for things, but for cartography stuff, just filling in the map as I go through.
Got it. Okay.
Guillermo and I will be looking for our friends, our gnomish friends.
Okay. Okay. So I would say survival check with your tools for Lennox. We'll do this one day at a time, as Victoria has learned. And then if two of you, since the other four of you are all kind of like keeping an eye out since you're actively looking for these gnomes. So if two of you want to make those checks with advantage, go right ahead. For perception.
Just an 8 for Lennox.
8? Okay. Well, there's not a lot to write down. It's a lot of grassy hills.
Who's gonna do advantage?
It's an 18 perception for Ileana.
I start getting extra creative with the grass, like really getting some detail in there, because
Yeah.
Grass.
I did a 15.
Wait, two of you get to roll. So who's rolling?
Our roll was 18.
Yeah.
Guillermo's going to roll then.
Oh, okay.
Guillermo got a natural 20.
Okay.
For a total of 23, I think. Oh, let me do a check.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's 23.
All right. So you make it through your first day. You see, you go into the grasses. You see some deer. You see some interesting birds that are like flying by. You guys easily, Guillermo, actually, and Ileana both easily notice off to the west, out in the mountains. It looks like there are storms brewing out there, pretty high up, but a ways off. But for the most part during the day, you guys don't come across anything or anyone besides animals. Anything.
Got it.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think we just keep going until we find them. I mean, that was the whole... Yeah. That was our mission, right? It was just to find them. So we couldn't have expected this to be easy.
Yeah.
If only...
We'll find them. It's okay.
I just wish we had some sort of, flying mechanism, or knew
like
anyone who had one.
Like an
owl?
owl?
I meant like something bigger where we could all be in there in the clouds maybe.
No, you're not. No.
It's just a shame.
I know,
it's a shame.
It is a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ileana's going to ride up close to Lennox for a bit while we're traveling.
Close my book of detailed grass. Oh.
Wait, did I see that?
Detailed grass.
Sure, yeah. The grass is like super high. It's like a bunch of grass in this map.
Is there a wild Pepino and one of the tall?
Nice. You just see little eyes and a little scraggly hair.
What are you doing there?
Oh, I'm just working on mapping out the place, but it's just a whole lot of grass.
Yeah, that's you're really Really, it looked good. Sure.
Thank you. A little more detailed than I usually get, but
Yeah.
that's a lot of grass.
What's he gonna do when you just see a bunch of grass? I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Something I wanted to ask you about.
of course.
The truth or dare the other night. You
Right.
just out of curiosity, and you don't have to tell me, but you mentioned that I don't know. It seemed like when you were talking about growing up and looking you like you did, that they didn't trust you where you grew up.
Right.
Did you not grow up around other tieflings?
No. Even me mom's human.
Oh, that's right. I guess I just was thinking there would have had to have been other tieflings where you lived. Was it all human?
Well, there were humans and elves and some dwarves, some halflings. It was a moderate size town, large town. Just not. I think I saw in my childhood maybe a tiefling pass through twice. That's it. Just passed through as adventurers. One was they did sales. They came through and they were merchant. The other was an adventurer of sorts, but you wouldn't know it by the looks of her. She was passed out drunk while she was in town most of the time, and probably just trying to avoid all the hate and anger and everything else. Things were being verbally thrown at her, and literally.
Why do they hate tieflings so much?
Oh, they feel that because we have some infernal blood in us, we're all literal devils here to corrupt them and steal them away, and just ridiculous.
That's right. You mentioned that they were highly religious.
Right.
So it seemed.
The thing is, it's, Mistra isn't, as far as I understand from those things I had to sit in on, it's not like their religion was telling them to go hate tieflings, but I feel like what they were learning wasn't what they were practicing. It almost felt more like a scary cult, in that there was a lot of judgment and a lot of hate, and they used a lot of what they were being taught to, well, it was harder for me to understand when I was just a youngin'. A little easier for me to understand as I got older.
What was their god's name again?
Mistra. She's the master over the weave and goddess over magic.
It's not just Mistra. That's I mean, there are, plenty of religions that I think some people use it to misguide other people.
Right. I mean, there were a few folk back when I was just a wee lad that they were good folk, and they used what they believed in to care for others, and they always stuck out to me. They moved on. They weren't around, of course, in my teenage years were a nightmare. But before that, I remember some kind folks that would offer me kindness, and my mother. In the name of Mistra.
How did it not make it angry? I mean, you seem to be talking about it calmly. How did it not change you?
Well, it did make me angry. It did. When I was young. But I think my mother beat that out of me. She, I'll pause for a moment or two.
She literally beat you?
Well, sometimes that was her way of keeping me in line. I was a bit of a handful, I'm sure. I mean, she was a supportive mother, but also very, very judgmental.
Was she... Did she follow the god as well? The town's god.
When I was young, she would go each week and try to drag me along. She started losing her mind a bit there when I was 7. I think it was the first time I knew something was wrong. And by the time I hit my early teenage years, I was mostly caring for her.
Ugh. Sorry to hear it.
Unfortunately, whatever she was losing in her mind didn't take away the judgment and the crossness and everything else. Seemed to just be very selectively taking away the good parts.
Did you ever wonder if she was such a good follower of this god, why that happened to her?
Sure, of course. I can't say that I was ever fully invested in that, and I'm not sure. I mean, she went vaguely, but I don't know how much of it she brought home with her. I had a lot of questions like that growing up, but I learned over time, certainly from my teenage years, and when I went into, well, the guards wouldn't rightly have me, and so I ended up taking on private investigator work, and if I had any doubts about what the world was like beforehand, well, I didn't after that. It made more sense. I started to see that everyone, not so much that they're bad or good, just they're full of bad choices and good choices. But there's a lot of bad choices that people make. A lot. And they hide them well. They don't dare show them in the light of day. But there's quite a few. You just can't really judge someone or nor can you... It's difficult to trust people, I think, because everyone has that. And it's so hard to find out the darkness.
I guess it is. Sorry, I didn't mean to, I just thought it strange and didn't quite understand, so...
Oh, you don't have to be sorry. Right, ask away. Part of the reason I'm here in this new land is because despite all that I saw in people, I saw there were some people that truly had a light inside of them. They had their dark deeds, but they genuinely meant for good and worked toward good. And every day I see such beauty in the world that I just can't imagine everywhere is as bleak as it was in that city. So I'm here after my mother passed. This was a big choice for me, to start anew, a life of my own, not one burdened with everything that the hand I was dealt, and the person I was cast as a certain person in that town by everyone that knew me. So this is a chance to really be myself. I'm looking to start over as though I were but a child, working my way up through the years once again, and just learning more about myself, not being the terrible son, or the scary monster, or the heartless private investigator exposing wrongdoings. Just me and learning what that is. So if you have any questions, ask away. Answering you and our other friends here helps me learn more about myself. And that's really important to me.
It's a good thing. Good thing to know yourself.
Right.
Right.
Do hair fix.
Lovely. So, as the afternoon light starts to wane, and as you guys start to set up camp, I'll say that those rolls were good enough that you guys all of you notice off in the distance coming from the northeast. You see sort of like these little speckles in the sky that you've seen bird flocks go by several times throughout the day, but as these get closer and darker, they get a little bit bigger. And could I just find out what everyone's passive stealth is, please?
Oh
gosh.
Yeah.
12.
Passive stealth?
Yep. So it's just 10 plus whatever your stealth.
Imagine you rolled a
modifier
10.
is.
Basically.
Yeah.
14.
That would be a 10.
Nice.
Wait, 10 plus like my dex?
Plus your stealth score.
Plus
your
stealth score.
Then 20.
Oh! Just a 14 for Lennox.
14.
20,
Yeah.
that's awesome, Alex.
Because she is stealthy as fuck.
She is the wind, the darkness,
The darkness.
the Elzars.
Okay, I'm writing that down.
Nice.
Okay.
She is the wind.
Okay. And we got another 10 from the to be Exy.
Which is
Okay.
weird.
Still Derek on the inside. We're not sure. Not sure yet.
Is there a gooey Derek inside?
Maybe.
A soft Derek center.
Yeah. Derek Nougat. All right. So as you guys kind of circle up for the evening and start to make camp, Ileana and Guillermo, you notice that these shadows start to get larger and closer, and you see about 9 of them as they get closer and larger, and you realize that they have probably spotted you and are coming your direction to check you out.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I think we got some company.
Oh. Shite.
Everybody be cool.
Right.
I'm
I'm
looking at
the
Osiris.
coolest.
Is it
Everybody be
dangerous?
cool.
Is it
No.
Or
It'll
is
be
it-
fine.
your
Oh, you
friend,
don't
your
think-
cousins?
It'll be
You don't
fine.
think Exodus is cool?
No,
I
I'm
think you're
saying
cool,
like be
Exodus.
cool. Like she's cool, but I need her to be cooler.
I think you're
how-
cool enough, Exodus.
Thank you, Ileana. I appreciate that. I glare at Pepino.
Nice.
Why are you mad at
I'm
me?
gonna fix my hair and fix my scarf. Pop the collar a little bit.
Are we
something
camp
on
right now,
top
or are
of
we?
it.
You're just starting to set up camp, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'll just I'll start pouring some glasses of moonshine.
Nice. I'll put some coffee on the grill on the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ileana's going to
Alright.
stand and watch.
And Alex is
Approaching
too, with her hand
shadows.
on her dagger.
And what are you doing,
If
Osiris?
I say that, I'm like, Osiris, be cool. Like, it's cool.
Am cool, okay? But this is how I am cool. I have to show that I have power by holding my dagger and standing in a cool position.
Elzaris, we all know you have power. You don't need to brandish.
They don't
anything
know.
to show. They'll know. They'll know.
Well,
I mean,
Just in
actually,
case they're not perceptive.
I think it does add a little bit more power to her frame holding the dagger. She doesn't, she needs that kind of. Anyways.
I'm gonna do like a squat, like I'm like next to the campfire, working on the coffee, and that'd be like my positional home. I'm gonna squat.
Yeah.
Just squat. That's it, and hold it.
A power squat. Okay.
Yeah.
It's leg day for Lennox.
That's awesome.
Okay. All right. So as everyone is sort of in their position, I'll say that Jefferson is next to you, sitting cross-legged, just helping with the fire.
Nice.
Eliana, you notice these 9 figures as they get closer start to circle around, clearly staying pretty high, but to get like a better look at you guys, because you guys notice them. If anyone wants to make a perception check to kind of see what they are, you can go ahead and do so.
Yeah, sure.
The 13 for Ileana.
7.
19.
19.
I'm too worried about my cool clothes.
I had a 5. I didn't see squat.
Squat. Okay. And then Pepino, can you just make a hidden nature check for me, please?
Hidden nature?
No, a nature check. I went through like
Hidden Valley Nature Bar check?
No.
Or...
Yeah, no. I went through like 17 different, like in my head. I'm like,
Bar.
which check?
Wait. So sorry. I rolled an 18. What do I add?
Nature. Just add your damn nature.
22.
Okay, great. Okay, yeah. So, to the rest of you, you can tell that it's some sort of winged creature, and you can tell that there are riders on it. Pepino, you recognize that these are griffins that have riders on them.
But I also recognize, like, these are gnomes, correct?
No.
They're not?
No, they're definitely not gnomes that are riding them. They're much too big.
Okay.
Much too big. Yeah.
How far away are they?
At this point, they're about 120 feet, and they're circling you guys, but they're like slowly getting closer, as if they're probably going to land at some point. They're just scoping you guys out.
Start waving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Okay. 14.
14.
16 actually. Sorry.
16. Okay, yeah. So you start waving, and because you rolled so well, you notice that one of them sort of points down towards your group, and they all start to come down in sort of this spiral formation. And at this point, the rest of you see these griffins on their backs. Whether or not you've ever seen them before, you probably have heard of them, but you see Goliath riding them.
Oh, dang. Big boys.
Yeah, big boys and girls. And the griffins slowly land around you in a circle, 9 of them circling around you. And one of them, it's a male with like a kind of purplish gray skin covered in tattoos, brings his griffin up closer, and kind of gives a look to Pepino, since you were the one waving, and says, "Hail, what are you doing here in these lands?"
Really quick, can I just like run through my memory banks and see if I know anything about Goliath?
Yeah, absolutely.
And Goliath culture.
Yeah, just make a history check.
Nice. History? It's even better.
Yeah.
25.
25, absolutely. Yeah. You know that they are the kin of giants. Mm-hmm. You can tell because of the tattoos that they probably, these particular I keep saying giants, Goliaths, are part of tribes of some sort. They're tribal people. You know that like loyalty and honor and things of that nature are super important to them. Strength, those kind of things. Yeah.
Do I know any like customs, like giant, like would I know how to greet a giant? Like if there's like a handshake or like a salute that's like common or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, you would know that they would probably do a strength sort of, arm, warrior's arm clasp sort of thing, or like a chest sort of greeting if you're not shaking their hand right away. And you would know, I mean, with that kind of role, you know that if you were like meeting the Goliaths in their in their homes, you would probably have brought them a gift, because giants of all kinds, including giant, can expect some sort of, tribute if you're going to visit them.
Okay.
No.
So then I probably would have brought my thing of moonshine with me.
Okay.
Like cups of moonshine, and
Okay.
just like kind of flex at them and say, we're looking for my cousins, the gnomes. And I'll approach with the moonshine. Yeah.
Just watching from the campfire.
Yeah.
Sure.
Have
He'll come off of his. The rest of them are going to stay on their griffins, but he'll dismount, put his hand out for the moonshine.
First, I'll give him the warrior's handshake
Okay.
with my little arm.
He goes all the way up to your
Little hand.
shoulder, even though he's not
Yeah.
trying. He goes all the
Yeah.
way up to your shoulder. Yeah.
And then I'll hand him a cup and say, "Have you seen any of my kind around here?"
First, can I know your name, small
Oh.
folk?
I'm Pepino, and these are my dear friends. We have Lennox, Ileana, Alzaris, and Derek, and or Jefferson.
He'll kind of give you a strange look.
He goes by many names.
I am Narakin, Dreamworker,
Pleasure.
leader of the South. Good to meet you. So,
It's great to meet you.
are you lost? Are you missing your family then?
I'm not lost, but we don't know where they are. We're just trying to find them. We're visitors from a faraway land.
Yeah, that is painfully obvious. Well, you're looking for the gnomes that used to travel these grasslands. They've retreated in recent years to the mines with the dwarves and the halflings.
Do you know, has there been a danger? Is that why they've retreated?
The grasslands have slowly been recuperating since the chaos, but they are not as fruitful as they used to be for them or any of us. And he sort of gestures to his brothers and sisters.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. We're fixing it.
You know why?
Well, since you're new to these lands, you probably haven't heard the stories, but a group of people like you, several generations ago, let loose a true terror upon this land. Started a war. And we're only now really rebuilding.
It's tragic. I'm very sorry that it's affected this much of the land.
Us too. But what do we do except for fight? And as he says that, he's kind of looking over each and every one of you. And he pauses as he kind of looks at Lennox. And Lennox, you notice that he's staring hard at your dragon-scaled horns. And then looks past you and sees Bandit. And his face just goes really stern.
Is everything all right, friend?
Is everything all right?
Where did you find that? Or did you make it?
Abandoned by the roadside. Poor thing.
He's right.
It was by itself.
I was kidnapped, so I wouldn't know. But it's true.
So why didn't you just kill it?
What?
It's just a baby. It's a wee babe.
It was just an egg.
It's an abomination.
You like to kill baby creatures?
It's an abomination. It doesn't have a mother or a father.
Okay, so things that are just not like you just think are just right to kill.
Oh.
Got it.
I think we can all settle down. I think we can all just take a breath.
Can we, Pepino?
We absolutely can. This is one of our. It's a family member. It's a pet, just like one of your griffins. It's no different to us.
Right.
Than a griffin would be to your tribe.
We wouldn't make one on our own, but this poor critter here didn't ask to be made. It's innocent.
Right.
A persuasion check. You've all been talking. One of you can make your persuasion check at advantage because everyone's talking.
Okay.
Lennox, what's your... Well, I don't want to matter.
Oh, sorry. Do you mind if I try and...
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah,
I don't actually haven't looked, but both rolls are really good. Persuasion... Oh my gosh! Plus my bonus is Diesel. 26.
Oh.
Get him.
But is it enough?
Well, funny enough, I rolled a natural 20, but it is a Goliath, so...
Oh.
Okay. You can see just sort of like a little bit of a relaxing of the face muscles a little bit. Not completely, but it's there a little bit. Right. Well, I guess be careful who sees it. Not everyone will be so understanding.
Oh.
Ugh.
Look at
You
us.
hear like this big sigh from Alex, and she's gonna come up towards Bandit now to try to protect him.
Oh.
Look. Did you see the little scarf I made for him? This little... Look at how cute he is. He would never hurt anyone.
Thank you for the warning, friend.
That's not the point.
Not a warning, Linnick.
The point is that
Right.
that is a sign that things are getting worse.
Oh no.
In what way?
Right? How so?
Yes,
don't
enlighten us
know.
all.
If we have enough time for me to tell you about the wars of this lands, or how much worse they're going to get. But
Did the people who make those drakes, are they who you're at war with?
Oh.
Pepino, make a history check for me.
20?
20.
23. Forgot I'm
23.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you are saying that, you're kind of thinking about giants and kind of thinking about why would they be upset with drakes, and in your mind catalog as you're having this conversation, you're thinking about how that giants and dragons are fairly common enemies and have been for eons. And Narakin looks at you and says, the only way that those things are made is if a dragon freely gives up its scales to do so. So someone's building an army.
Well, that's no good. Is it?
It's not good for us.
Shite.
It's not good for the small folk in the mountains.
Mm-mm.
It's not good for anyone. That's why we are headed up there. And he'll point towards the mountains where that storm looks like it's brewing. And you guys look, and even though it's been all day, it doesn't look like it moved. It's still sitting up on top of those mountains.
I'm gonna add that to my map. Flip that open.
Well, he'll take a big swig of the moonshine.
Yeah. Careful, friend. It's potent stuff.
It's good.
Thank you.
Maybe not potent, but it's good. He got a nat 20 on his
Oh,
Constitution
nice.
check. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
Well, I appreciate. Oh,
I was like, are we done here now?
let's not be rude to our new friends.
No, I was asking like the group. Are we done? Now?
With who?
I would like,
With what?
I would like to leave. Let's go find your buddies.
We're making camp right now.
Yeah, but I don't want to be. Can we just be? I'm done with this conversation.
Okay, so Elzaris, go do your thing.
I've got to protect the baby now. I just want to be done with this whole conversation. I'm very uncomfortable with this.
Elzaris, walk away then. We'll take care of it.
Would you like to take Bandit for a bit of a walk around? Maybe the two of you can find some food?
Sure. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
I would like to do this. Bye.
We'll catch you soon, Alex.
Goodbye.
And it was Narukin?
Narakin.
Narukin.
It's, yeah, Narakin.
Narukin. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dreamworker. Narakin Dreamworker.
Well,
And you
Narukin.
would know with that role, just so you know, that there's a third name. Goliath always has 3 names, and he hadn't given you the third name.
Okay. Well, Narukin, I would love to offer you dinner if you would stay and chat with us so we can learn more about your land.
Aye.
And we can go hunting. And how many are there? 9, you said?
There are 9 of them, yeah.
I know you have some hungry. You're a hungry people, and we would like to feed all of you. So if you would join us for a hunt, we can get to know each other a little bit better.
Make a persuasion check as you guys hear like some low chuckles at we're a hungry people.
19.
19.
Well, I just know they're fucking huge. So.
Yeah. But it just made them all like laugh a little bit, yeah. Pepino genuinely wants them to stay. Genuinely wants them
Yes,
to stay.
Pepino generally wants to talk to them and have dinner.
He turns to you and says, "How much more of that shine do you have?"
Enough for tonight.
Then we can stay for dinner.
All right.
And with that, you see 2 of the Griffon riders fly out and start to pull out javelins, and they are clearly going out to hunt.
Perfect.
I'm gonna prep the food cooking area like a mofo.
I'm going to go and find Oxaris. And I will go off to find Oxaris.
Elzaris, where did you head off to? How far off did you go?
Probably not like too far that she can't find her way back.
Get lost.
Not gonna get lost. I have now taken a liking to this Drake, and I guess try to go find food. But I haven't gotten very far.
Okay, so would it be very hard for Elzaris to find you?
Ileana.
Ileana?
For Ileana to find Oxaris.
God, I'm sorry. It's
It's all that pepper.
No,
it's all that salt and
It's
pepper
all
you
that
had earlier.
fucking
Yeah.
pepper. I know.
Salt.
Just gonna start like
Just look at the glass.
Hey.
No, she could probably find her pretty quickly.
Hey there.
Hi. Are they gone?
No. They invited them to dinner. Yeah.
Why? Why would why?
I guess Pepino seems to be trying to make friends with them.
Ugh. I don't have to be there, do I?
I don't think so.
Okay.
They'd probably rather not have to look at this abomination.
It's not an abomination just because he's different from everything else.
I'm just repeating what they're saying,
I know.
or what they said.
I know. You wouldn't think that Bandit's an abomination. He's so cute. It's not his fault.
He's cuter than the owl. I'll give him that.
No. I mean, I don't know what your problem is with the owl, but I mean,
Eh,
The drake is a living thing.
not too fond of birds.
Oh, is there a reason?
Just don't like them.
Oh, I mean, that's okay. I mean, I don't like a lot of stuff, so. But maybe we can have like our own dinner away from our group, but also keep an eye on them because it is,
Yeah, I'd like to go and just at least make myself present so that way they know what I look like and that way they'll, anyways.
I just feel I have to protect him now, so.
I don't like. Oh God, I don't like that they. Don't really care that they invited them to dinner. I feel that if you had a problem with it, they already were looking at Linux, saying our pet was an abomination, and then Pepino just decides hey, let's all have dinner together. This will be great. We can be friends.
He likes to be friends with everybody. I really don't think that's its fault. I just don't think this was a good choice in friends. Especially for a defenseless creature like Bandit, who they just, I don't know.
Well, maybe we can go back to where we can at least see them and kind of sit off by ourselves, make sure that Bandit is safe.
Yeah, like maybe like are there trees? Are we around like trees, right? Or are we like in a field?
At this point, you guys are pretty much in the field. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, we can see them right from over here. Actually, we can, see them all gathering around.
So, like we could just say like hi, and then I can like flip them off without them even seeing, right?
Well, let's not flip them off. Let's just sit off to ourselves, and that way we can see if they start killing Pepino and Linux.
Do you think that they think Linux an abomination too?
Yes, I do.
I don't understand. I mean, technically, where I came from, I am an abomination too. But it's not my fault. So.
Some people believe what they were raised to believe without question. Some people believe it because they want to. It's almost impossible until you get to know someone better to see the difference.
Or do you think I can change their minds? I can probably change their minds.
No, I don't think within the time constraints of talking to them just in one evening, I doubt you'd be able to change their minds. Probably just make them angrier and more ready to go to blows at you.
You're probably right. Okay.
I know people like them all too well, let's just say. So let's go and sit down over there in the field where we can at least hear them scream.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah. Cool.
All right, come on, Abomination, let's go.
Come here, you little Abomination.
Scary.
Ileana's totally going to start calling it Abomination.
Bandit starts frolicking a little bit, tongue out, because although he's full grown, he's still young.
And he doesn't get that much attention. This is the most attention he's gotten in
Right?
He got trained. Yeah.
He gets pets every single day from Pepino
Yeah.
and hugs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep after Jefferson, who probably keeps knocking stuff off my table as I go to set it up.
Just
Jefferson, please. I've just cleaned that. There's so many people that are gonna be here to eat. I need, please. No, not that.
He just stares at you.
Yeah. Ben. Awesome.
And then walks away.
Can I see Ileana and Osiris?
You see, yeah, I mean, they're hard to make out because this grass is still very tall and rather short. Yep.
I'll hop on my magic carpet and fly over there.
You make it over there about the time that they are starting to head back.
Oh, hey, Pepino.
Hey guys.
How's dinner? How's it going?
Oh, Lennox, working on it, so it's going to be great.
That's good.
I wanted to check in with you guys, and I was hoping I could shed some light on why I invited them to dinner.
Sure, let's light the lamp, shall we?
I don't know what that means.
You said shed some light. You light a lamp to shed some light out.
Ileana, I don't get it.
It's a common saying where I'm from.
It's the leather thing all over again.
Go ahead, light it.
I'm gonna pull out a torch. It's like, okay.
You don't have to light, it's not a literal thing.
See, Exodus gets it. Why can't you? Why can't you?
Why can't I light?
Just, you don't, no,
Show me the lamp.
Can I see this?
Show me the lamp.
Pepino, just say what you need to say.
So how are you guys doing?
Fine.
I mean, great.
So, I hope you guys can understand why I'm trying to prevent hostility, as they are literal Goliaths riding literal griffins.
Yeah, I don't care. They clearly hate Liddick. They clearly hate our Drake. We're all probably abominations in their eyes just because we're fucking different. Why are you trying to be friends with someone like them?
I'm trying to show them that not all Drakes are the same, that not anyone who has draconic blood in them is the same.
You think one dinner is going to do that?
I think it's the start.
So you plan to invite them to all kinds of dinners and just walk them out to their
would you rather
years of teaching, years of learning?
Would you rather have a friend or an enemy? That's what it boils down to.
I'd rather just not have any.
Really sure.
I just don't want any contact with them. Now we made ourselves known. We are being civil. Now let us on our way that we know how you feel. I don't want to be associated with them.
I understand that, but think about how earlier Harlow could have reacted to us. He kept it cordial and he kept it professional, and we killed his girlfriend. Look at that as an example of how we could be. Just because they say something that hurts us doesn't mean that they are.
Yeah, but did we kill his girlfriend because she was an abomination?
Exactly. No. It's all about context. We don't know. It's possible that Drake killed one of their children. We don't know. We don't know.
That's exactly it. You don't know, Pepino.
And let's find out.
Sure,
let's find out, and let's show them that things can be different.
I'll be sitting over here. You feel free to do what you want and to try talking sense into them.
I want to stay with Ileana.
I understand.
I get it.
I just wanted to show you guys that it's not. I'm just not doing things just because you don't want. I'm not doing things just because you don't want them. There's a reason.
No.
I never doubted.
Reason. I promise you.
I never doubted you didn't have a reason, Pepino.
And my reason, I hope, is acceptable in both of your eyes.
It's not surprising.
Expect anything less, Pepino. But I also have a choice to make, and that is my choice is to be way over here.
I'm not
Because I've dealt with people who have the same mindset as they do, and now I'm here. So
I get it. I get it. You don't want to be around them, and that's understandable. No. But I just want.
Oh, it's fine. It's okay.
I could make everyone happy, I would.
You don't need to make everyone happy. That's not it. Like
you do
you, and we're just gonna make sure that they don't kill you. Like we got you back.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure they don't kill us either.
Well, that's we're gonna be way over here, so we're fine.
The thing is, they were okay with just walking away. They seemed okay with us, even before you invited them to eat.
Yeah.
So, why not just let them go? Why, when even though they called something in our party an abomination, and even though one of our party members walked away and was obviously uncomfortable, yet you invite them to sit around the campfire where we should feel safe with each other.
Because I think there's always a room for things to be better.
Just don't let your guard down around them.
I don't let my guard down around anyone. And then if this is okay, Victoria, and then an illusion of Pepino will vanish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even. Ileana's just gonna go and sit by a tree. And now there's no tree. Just gonna sit off in the field. I just want a tree.
Tall grass, you guys. There's tall grass.
Alex is gonna follow Ileana.
Ileana would just sit down where she was, just standing.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Wonderful. Okay. So.
And then I'll make my way back to the camp.
Okay. So you make your way back, and those two Griffin riders make their way back as well. It looks like they've gotten a few deer that they've got slung over their griffins and start putting it on the spit to be roasted. So you guys see a mix of men and women. Taking a look at them, you can tell that most of them, there are a couple of them that have very similar tattoos, but most of them have different patterns to their tattoos. So you can assume that most of them are actually from all different tribes.
Okay.
Yeah. And Narakin will have taken a seat sort of in the middle of the table, or wherever you guys are sitting, however this is set up.
What are we cooking? Did they come back with food already or no?
Yeah, they came back with a few deer, so they've started to roast it on the spit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all kind of gathering around.
And I absolutely trust Lennox cooking. I know that it's.
I'm gonna crack those knuckles. Go at it.
Yeah. They let you, since you invited them to dinner. They brought the food. And they bring out large tankards, and there's some ale being passed around.
Yeah. I'll summon Greg. I'll have him be the waitstaff for tonight.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm
you can see this
hand in hand with Greg then, invisible Greg. Oh.
I mean, he has did you see a floating apron?
Oh, okay, right, good.
Yeah.
With
Awesome.
And an apron string. Okay.
Yeah.
A couple of them will look a little bit confused, but most of them are relatively amused by this apron that's serving them drinks.
No. So, Narakin.
Yes.
How many tribes are there of Goliath in this area?
On these islands, there are 6. And he sort of gestures to the groups here and the south And he points to two women that you see. These Goliath women, they look similar, probably sisters. Says the scars. He points to a man, says the marshes. The man that's next to him, who looks a little bit more wild and a little bit less friendly than the rest of them. He's like the fires. Then he points to two men and says, the north. And finally, the woman sitting on his left, the falls.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
They all kind of make noise. Suffocating. So tell us, what are you doing here on our islands?
I came for opportunity, and that's what I believe most of my friends also came here for. We didn't know of the rich history of all the different people that were here.
It's certainly vast.
We're learning that every day. We're learning new things, meeting new people. So you're all allied, correct? I mean, we're all having dinner together.
Yes. Well,
Is there a leader amongst all of you, or is it kind of all tribes or hold equal say?
Well, I am our voice, but you're looking at the leaders of each of our clans.
Oh, it's not I'll bow to everyone.
I'll recognize it. I'm sure you can imagine that it isn't often that we travel together.
Was there an occasion for this, or was it just us? But
There is an occasion that isn't just you, small one. But we haven't quite made it to that occasion yet.
is it close to here? What is the?
Yes, it is. And he looks off to those storms again. Just a few days' flight. We're meeting others of our kind.
Are you meeting the cloud giants that we have seen?
Cloud giants and others, yes.
Is this a joyous occasion, or is this kind of a?
It is, actually, make a persuasion check for that one.
17.
17. Okay. It is an annual occasion, but a necessary one. Things
So-
are getting worse. Tensions are getting higher.
I'm gonna stop carving some food, if that's okay, Pepino. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll wave you over.
Nice. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Let me just check. I can't remember which one of my characters has message.
We've messaged each other.
It's me. Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
we've messaged each other.
In that case, I'm gonna initially just send Pepino a message before I stop and come over, and be like, Pepino, I've been struggling between the assembly and this other group, and nothing's quite felt right. But Pepino, this feels right, doesn't it?
I'll just nod to you.
In that case, I'll stop carving and I'll bring whatever platter of meat over and set it down and try and pull up a seat if there's one near Pepino. I know. Actually, I don't think I would know that they have an issue with my draconic aside from the look.
Mm-hmm. I mean, make an insight check based on what they said about the.
Okay. Oh, That's an 18. My insight's pretty dope, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So 25, yeah.
Yeah, I would say you could infer that from the looks that you got, knowing your own heritage, and then knowing what they did with the Drake. Yeah. That might be it, yeah.
So, I know you may not all be fond of my heritage. It's nothing new to me in my life, so... But, since we came here on this island, there's been a lot of... well, infighting among different groups, and I feel that a lot of the regular everyday folks here have been paying a fair bit of the price. But here, as I listen to you all talk, I'm hearing support for the everyday people here. I don't know if that extends to others of my kind, and I don't know if it's a tiefling in me or the dragon in me. I know you didn't like our friend there that much. I've been looking for something that felt right here in this island. And this sort of feels right. Can you tell me, is there anything we can do to help? Or to better understand your cause?
You see him think for a good long minute. When the whirlpools came to the seas, those seas displaced over half of our islands. And this was eons ago. But all of those refugees came to what is left of this archipelago. And the ancient war between the giants and the dragons, well, it became a war once more. And then they found peace, because titans of that nature, well, it dwindled numbers on both sides. Until about a century and a half ago, there were twin black dragons that broke that peace. Oh. And since then, tensions have only gotten stronger. The gnomes and the small folk have moved back to the tunnels and caves of the mountains. The elves have situated themselves into small enclaves. And with the exception of the occasional tribe, much like your friend here, mostly who travel these lands are us or the Dragonborn.
Oh.
And whatever remains of the giants and the dragons stay locked away, hidden away up in their homes, in the mountains and the swamps. But the fear is that it won't stay for much longer. The fighting is spilling out. So we go to plead our case to our brethren.
What is your case?
They either need to find a resolution or declare war. We cannot be in this moment of stasis any longer.
How many attacks have there been?
Since the dragons attacked a century and a half ago, it's been constant fighting. Our numbers have been dwindling.
Is it all kinds of dragon, or is it just chromatic dragon?
These are dragonborn. Occasionally a dragon will come.
Oh, so okay. I'm sorry.
But dragonborn tribes. But not just chromatic.
Really?
But metallic and gem as well, yes.
Do you know what their goal is? What they're seeking through all this?
We're like too many rats in a city. There's only so much land. And the truce was there. For many thousands of years, the truce was there. The lines were drawn. But the chaos of those two black dragons fell upon the sand. It broke that precious truce.
Sure.
Have you tried speaking to any of the leaders of the Dragonborn?
I don't know how much you know about my people or our kin.
I know you speak with action.
We speak with action.
You speak with strength.
And there's an ordering to follow.
So it'd be up to the
So we go plead our case.
yeah.
And you can tell that he doesn't hide the disdain that he feels like he is shackled to not. He's a leader, and he's a leader amongst his kind, and he is being shackled to this decision.
May I ask where in the system Goliaths rest within the cast?
And you see him sort of like straighten up. Unfortunately, not very high. And as you guys are having that conversation, I'm going to turn over quickly to Elzaris and Eliana. Who's doing anything in particular?
Just like hanging out, probably chatting and watching and listening and petting. Oh, hold on. Petting Bandit. Giving little
God
scritches.
damn it, the stupid mic.
Oh no!
Together, Steph.
He was so quiet.
I press the button, it doesn't go off of
I
mute.
know, it does that to me all the time. I just had to go to Zoom mute because it will not turn on. Yeah.
What do you think they're talking about?
I don't know. Probably boy stuff.
Oh, I bet you got more abominations somewhere
Yeah.
else, don't ya?
Yeah, we hate all abominations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you're an abomination too. Look at your horns. Oh my, I bet this campfire is an abomination.
Oh, look, that grass is totally abominating all the other grasses.
I bet this coffee, look at this coffee. I bet it's abomination.
That's exactly what they're talking about.
Just abominations, just right and left.
Ugh. The sky they fly in itself.
An abomination.
Abomination.
The mountains are an abomination.
Ugh. I'm glad we're friends. It's like you get me.
Not many can say it, but sure.
And as the ladies sit off, bonding in the grass.
Bonding in the grass.
Bonding in the grass. Why does that sound so strange?
I bet you're an abomination.
As the rest of them sit around, trying to better understand the natives of this isle, is where we'll end tonight's session.
All right, very neat.
Yeah, sorry we had to end in the middle of a conversation. We will
No,
pick
it's fine.
back up
I
next
know
week.
you gotta
No
go.
worries,
Yeah, I gotta call it tonight I have a hard stop, you guys, so sorry about that. So anyway, oh my gosh, thank you guys so much for hanging out. What a wonderful session. Lots of
For reals.
tonight, so good. Since I do have a hard stop, I'm gonna let Dan go through all the good shout
Oh,
outs.
Kim and Night Night, thank you for subs and cheers. You guys rock.
Okay. Yay!
Wow.
You
I
guys
was
so fast.
I was so fucking efficient.
I looked at it just to get it set so we could, well, yeah. All our shows
good.
all week, 10 to 1. Just tune in,
Yes.
you'll find something.
Every day.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Monday,
Every day.
Tuesday,
Yeah.
Friday.
If you're
Saturday
in
and
Discord,
Sunday.
you'll get the announcement, and
Yes.
then there it'll be. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Tomorrow night for
All right.
Forsaken. Yay.
Yes.
Oh,
tomorrow
yeah,
night for
yeah.
Forsaken, and then you'll hear all the rest of it. If you just tune in
Mhm.
tomorrow night, Steph will tell you about the rest of them.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's all we need. All right, guys. Have a great week, and we will see you next Sunday. All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.